Texas, at least 110 people are now confirmed dead. You've got more than 160 people still missing following the massive flooding there. Governor Greg Abbott promised that crews will continue to work until every single person is accounted for.
We are not leaving until this job is finished. The job right now, the primary job right now, continues to be locating everybody who was affected by this flood.
CBS News correspondent Jason Allen, who has been there since Friday, joins us now from Ingram, Texas. Jason, good morning to you. You know, it's jarring to hear them officials say that they haven't found anyone since Friday, and locals are desperate to know why more warnings weren't shared earlier. How challenging has it been for you and other reporters there to get answers to that really important question residents have?
Well, Errol, good morning. And I want to point out by starting, this is a question that has been coming up since we got here on Friday. And some of the first people that we talked to who were trying to understand how there was no advance warning. And I say that beyond just some of the warnings that had come out that there might be flash flooding potential or heavy rain potential. They want to know why there was no alert, why there was nobody coming except maybe volunteer firefighters or fire departments knocking on the door. And local officials have just been flat out at this point not willing or not ready to answer that question at all. And here's a little bit of when we tried to get those answers yesterday.
There's three priorities. That's locating the people out there, identifying and notifying the next of kin. That is what I'm taking as my job as sheriff here to do. Okay.
With all due respect, sir, I think that the community here is asking these questions. What happened? When did it happen? Was the emergency manager awake at the time? Did they push the button to issue an emergency alert?
Sir, it's not that easy when you just push a button. Okay, there's a lot more to that, and we've told you several times.
So did it happen, sir?
I can't tell you at this time.
And so this has kind of been the struggle, right, to get those answers of exactly what happened. It's key because this area has had floods before. This is not the first time. They've had deadly floods before. At times when they've considered just a warning system for the entire county, Errol, they've thought that the system that they had was good enough or that it worked. Sometimes that involved just an informal phone tree. Somebody upstream sees water rising, calling people downstream, and they have not pursued anything really more formal than that. So this question is going to persist, as you heard the governor say, as you heard the sheriff say. Right now, they're just continuing to focus on the efforts that are actually happening out here at the river.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Jason, they haven't found anyone in days. So the priority to identify missing and notify family is understandable if they were finding people. So what are the recovery efforts this morning?
Well, the recovery efforts are extremely broad, 30 to 40 mile stretch along this river. And you can go just about anywhere up and down the river and you will see people walking on both sides. They're going through the trees. They're looking at brush piles. They might be out in boats. Yesterday, we saw a lot of resources devoted and dedicated to a truck that looked like it was just buried under rock and sand. So that is what's happening as they try to find all of these individuals that are missing.
All right, Jason Allen in Ingram, Texas for us this morning. Jason, thank you.